What's going on, guys? Jared here from the Figure Bros, and today we're taking a look at a figure I've been super excited for and had to wait a little bit to get my hands on. Not too long, but it's the new MezcoToyz 1/12 Collective King Conan. Now, I've really been looking forward to this figure ever since ages ago I got one of their older Conans, and he was so much fun. I knew I had to get this more updated, more streamlined, a little more aged up Conan. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one, if you guys can't tell. So let me know down in the comments if you guys were looking forward to this, if you guys are going to pick it up, or if you haven't decided yet. Hopefully this review will help you out. But let's go ahead and get him out of the box and talk about the articulation. Alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and start with the articulation here on King Conan. So the head is on a double ball peg at the neck, so we can get about that much movement upwards, that much downward. The hair is definitely going to get in the way here. Some of the heads, like this one, might do better. Oh, that's a spoiler. Sorry. I don't want to tease you guys here too much. Shoulders go out that far. There's a bicep swivel. He's got double jointed elbows. Fun fact, he was shown with single jointed elbows, but came out with double jointed, just like Death Dealer. I'll throw a picture up on his box, but on the box it actually shows those single joints still being used. So that's really interesting. It's a nice change, because it definitely gets better range than those old ones. In fact, here I can actually show you, because I have one of the older Conans. This, I believe, was Conan the Conqueror. See, his elbows are only single jointed there. So already, that is a nice improvement. Still a badass figure, by the way. But undeniably, a much needed improvement. Now the torso here, you can definitely get a little bit of movement out of it. But with his whole get-up on, you're not going to get a ton of movement. You can actually take it off, though. You know what? Why not? We need to do a comprehensive review of Conan. Probably cut this part. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep rambling to you guys while I'm doing this. I think I'm going to do that. I think you're going to have to suffer through this. I guess this actually shows you how you can take everything off, so I won't have to cover that later. As you can see, it all clips on. These nice, just little pegs. And it comes off mostly easily. Everything comes off mostly easily and smoothly. So you do have his bare-chested option. And this is all painted. It's all detailed pretty nicely. And you do definitely get more range out of it. Still not a ton of range, but, well, that's kind of Mezco for you. Definitely get more back range, though. A ton more back range. So that's good. Going down to the legs, they're not really hindered, honestly, by this big calf piece here. Calf piece. No, waist piece. Sorry. Get about that much movement outward, that much movement back. There is a thigh cut up here. Double jointed knee. Very nice. And then down here. Do we get a boot swivel? No. Unfortunately. Do get a swivel down here, of course. And an ankle joint. About that much range to the side. No range up and very little range forward, backwards. Classic Mezco knees. Mezco, you never fail to disappoint with your, or I should say lack thereof, knees. Let me dress him back up, and then we'll get right back to it. All right, he is back. He can go out in public now and not be a sex offender. So let's talk about the aesthetic. It is great, and that's putting it lightly. I think Mezco put in a ton of detail here, and I'll talk about the aesthetic with the accessories too, because that's an important part. But like, looking at all the golds here, everything is gorgeous, very nicely painted. The leather looks great. There's even like two, you can see the kind of separate shades of leather here, different types being used. All the bolts are painted. Maybe these bolts could have been painted too, but still, It looks great. His face looks amazing. And I think most everything on him is able to be taken off. You can take off the belt too. I've noticed if you take off the chest piece here, it's easier to take off the belt first, then the chest piece, and then to put it back on, chest piece first, then belt. So just if you guys need to know, the only things that won't come off are his legs, or boots, I should say. And you can take the chainmail off if you want. But why would you, man? 1/12 scale chainmail. It's just so gorgeous. And it adds a little bit of heft to the figure. It doesn't get in the way at all. Neither does the cloth under it. So aesthetically, this Conan is beautiful. Let's talk about some of the accessories and how they pair with the aesthetic. Here's one of the heads. He's got a little shorter hair. He looks a little more civilized here. Conan, after settling down and getting a job in personal finance, he drives a Honda Civic to work every day. Here's a little more rugged Conan. He's channeling his inner Liver King there. Looks really good though. You do have this removable shoulder strap. Come on, let's focus. And it just pegs over it pretty easily. And let's go ahead and talk about his... Well, let's talk about the hands first. He comes with a set of grasping hands. A set of fists, of course. A set of holding hands that you see on him. And a set of a little bit differently clenched hands, like for maybe holding something bigger. I think this is actually for holding the shield. Yeah, spoiler, you get a shield too. No, it's still a little loose. I think it's just a different expression. So what, you get 4 pairs of hands total. It's pretty good. You do get his shield. Again, looks gorgeous. You can... what I recommend to do if you want to put the hand on the shield, this is what I found the easiest way to do. Take it off and then go ahead and fit it through like this, and then put it on the figure. It's so much easier than trying to like do it while it's on the figure. It ends up being a pain. You do also get this sheath for his sword. I talk about this sheath because this was actually a separate piece. It has this piece of leather you just kind of loop around the belt here, and it holds it in pretty nicely. Let's talk about that sword too, by the way. This sword is badass. It looks great. The gold here is nice. You see that lion detail? Yeah, no, this is great. Even like the all the little scratches in there. There's just so much detail. And it fits in here like a charm. Maybe it pokes out a little bit, but overall it looks great. Going down to he's got this nice torch accessory. You can unpeg it from here. Peg it right back in. This is really cool. Didn't know I needed a torch accessory for anything, but now I got it. The clear plastic looks great here. You do get a battle hammer. It's got this nice leather strap too that just kind of dangles. Looks really great. The detail here is phenomenal. Looks like an actual hammer. You do get his battle axe. It's not a huge battle axe, but I think it does the job pretty nicely. Again, fantastic detail here. Could not have done a better job, I don't think. And I think that's it for weapons. So we've got 2 more accessories he comes with, and these really complete the look. So he's got 2 capes he comes with. One is this kind of more traditional red cape with these nice gold clasps, and they are wired too. So that's a must-have. I'm not a huge fan of how this cape fits on him. Mostly the clasps kind of sit on him weird. Like that's like the default sitting piece. I wish there was like little magnets here that would hold them on better, but there aren't. But I mean, that's a pretty nice look, right? That nice red cape, you can make it like really flowing in the wind too if you want. Yeah, that's cool. And he comes with one more cape. Comes with this very nice, very fuzzy fur coat, I guess for the winter. And I think I like this cape the most, actually. Something about the the fuzz around the collar piece. It just looks so good. And it's like actual fur, too. Well, it's not actual fur. It feels like furry, fuzzy. It feels very nice. It's a quality cape. So, yeah. Accessories here, they did a pretty bang-up job with them. And aesthetically, I mean, they hit all the marks here. I gotta say, Mezco, you did a damn good job with this figure. Their Conans have been pretty great so far, I won't lie. I've only managed to get my hands on one of the other three, aside from this one, of course, which was Conan the Conqueror, and it almost makes me want to get the first one, the Barbarian, just to kind of flesh everything out. You know I probably shouldn't. My wallet says no. But my mind is telling me yes. So overall, this Conan, he is at the, I believe he retailed at the $110, $112 price range. I'll have to look that up to double check. But I'm going to give him, a 9 out of 10. This is a damn solid figure. And I get it. Maybe you don't need a King Conan in your collection. I understand that. I understand. But if you want a really cool figure with a ton of awesome accessories and something that's going to just look really fun, I do think that if you're in the Mythic Legions, this is probably a must-buy. It'll look great with some of your legions. I'll post a photo here showing him next to some legions, and I'll post another one of some size comparisons really quick. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, overall, King Conan is going to get a 9 out of 10. I think this is a damn near perfect figure. Maybe a couple more accessories would have really done it in, but you can't get much better than this. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much again for watching.